Hi friends, this is Suzy, your gaming guru, here to help you solve the puzzle of level 663 in Candy Crush Saga, where we now have 22 moves to clear out 132 jelly. This is a special dedication to Pamela, who let me know they have changed this level yet again. I've done so many videos for this one level in particular, but let's take a look at everything with new eyes. First of all, we have to look at the dangers on the board. We have ticking time bombs set at 15. We have to get these unlocked from their licorice locks and dispose of them before 15 turns is up. If we do not, then we will blow up. But these don't go fast or slow. They go based on the turns I take. So if I rush through because I'm nervous and I take my moves quickly, they're going to blow up more quickly. But if I take my time and wait, they have to wait on me. So I have to get these done, or I have to beat the whole level by then, which would probably include getting rid of these. Because if I can finish the level before they blow up, that's another way to basically deactivate them. All right, and then let's look at the problems on the board, not just the dangers. The problems are really thick frosting, and then these licorice-locked licorice swirls. That's what these are. These are licorice on top of licorice. And so for those of us who really do not like the taste of black licorice, these are particularly unattractive. We have a lot of work to get through. And then after we get through these, so it's one layer of licorice and one layer of licorice swirl, we've got 2 layers of jelly underneath. The frosting is thicker, up to 5 layers thick, here and here. But we can use things like stripes that go through frosting, whereas the stripes aren't as effective against the licorice swirls. So wrapped candies around here would help us to really do a lot of damage to the frosting and the licorice. Now let's look at some of the helpers on the board. Presumably she is going to be a help. But we have to get to her first. Because if we fill her up by matching her approximately 3 times in a string of 3 candies, or doing something else like matching a color bomb with blue candy to fill her, then she will get filled and we'll be able to move her, and she's kind of like a little mini bomb. She detonates, which is awesome. So I have to try to make the very best moves possible. I could make a stripe and that would reach all the way down here, and I like that. But I think I prefer moving the blue together and the green together because we're really hitting this hard here, this little section. And now I can continue and make a stripe. I really want to break through here, so I'm looking for those opportunities. I don't have any, really very limited opportunities. So instead of doing this, even though it hits 3 frosting, I'll do this. And I'm more interested in, right now, taking out the frosting than I am taking out the jelly underneath. I'm taking out all of the barriers. And now look at this. She's getting a little bit plumper. She's getting filled up. There we go. Now she's flashing and her toes are splayed out. Every so often, she's ready to move, but she doesn't have that flashing graphic. If you see her little toes like that, or if you just think, gosh, I think I filled her, why is she not filled yet? If you click on her, you'll get this. It says, pick my landing square. I'm about to smash some candy. I think it would be beneficial for us to go where we have this dangerous event about to occur. So I am going to pick her up and move her right here, right now. And she's still in the thick of things, so I'll be able to use her, fill her again, and try to make some damage against these bad things. I could do a stripe here. That's pretty good, but what I'm going to do is this stripe here. I'm going to move the frog, fill her up with the green. I tend to like her more out in the open than along the edges, but I couldn't pass up the opportunity to make that stripe. Let's make more things. And now, oh look, I can turn her into a stripe. Actually, she's just about ready to be filled, so she's not going to keep that stripe. But I think she may have set off. And now I could move her right away, but I don't want to lose this opportunity. A stripe-trapped combo is really good. And if I move her, these might get askew or might even blow up. So I think I'm going to do this and open up some of those ticking time bombs. And there we go. Look at this. She's partnering with some other things and helping out. And then again, I could use her, but I've got this wrapped combo. And a wrapped combo goes out, instead of just like, if this were just the wrapped here and this wrapped weren't here, it would go here, right? To the 8 squares around it. Then it would drop down because it had cleared this out and do another burst. But this will reach 2 squares away from everything. So it's going to go all the way out to here and unwrap this. And all the way down to here and clear some of this out. It's going to reach all along to here. It's going to miss all of this action. So this side of it isn't really as helpful. But it's going to have a really big blast area. Then it's going to drop down and blast again. And it's going to open this up. And I think that's important. But maybe, do you know what? I'm going to alter things. I might lose this. If this were closer to this side where I have a lot of stuff that needs to get done, I wouldn't risk it. But I think I will risk this here. I'm going to open this up first. Look at that. She got filled again already. Those took off, but look at how much work we did here. So because the wrapped, although it would have been extremely effective over here, wasn't as effective over here, we really made things work. I could use her on these. Sorry about the scratchy throat. It's cottonwood season where I live, and because of that, my allergies get bad. So anyway, I could do this, and it would, you know, kind of put the green together. I'm going to go ahead and move her right away because I only have 11 moves, so I have to make the best use. And I think what I'm going to do is move her over here. She can sit, I believe, on 1 licorice. She can't go on this wrapped licorice. If you ever try to put her on a place where she doesn't go, she just kind of bounces back, and you still get access to her. But I think she can sit on 1 layer of licorice, and she'll make a blast around here, plus she'll bring this wrapped candy down. And I'm hoping we'll get some cascading to help here. No cascading over here yet. So maybe we try to fill her again. And I can try to fill her with green directly, but there's not a lot of green around her. The other thing I can do is to maybe set off, oops, I meant to do this. Set off this purple. Well, that didn't work. Well, no, I can still do it here. And if the purple hits her and then hits any other green, it will attribute that green to her. So look at this. Those green are going to be collected and given to her. So when I make a move that hits her and other things, life is good. I'm going to do that with the stripe here too, just to demonstrate this. I'm taking moves I might not necessarily take in order for demonstration purposes. I don't mind if I lose. As long as I'm learning or teaching, that's okay. I've always got more opportunities. I would probably, just so you know, if I weren't showing you things, I would make a striped wrapped combo. That would be really helpful over here and work over here. But I want to show you this. So I'm going to do, I don't want to take out that green. I want to use that green. I'm wondering if I could do this and still get this, but I don't want to lose the opportunity. So the green that I hit on the way to hitting her are going to be attributed to her. She gets filled with those. That's a really good thing. Again, with the orange. Now, normally when we do things like this, she gets filled a bit more quickly than she did that time. All right, I'm going to go ahead and take this before I make any other move. And now I'll open up the rest of those licorice locks. And I've got 4 moves left. I think I'll do this. And then I'll do this. And then I'll take out all blue, concentrating the colors, removing things, filling her up again, so she's able to be moved. But then I would move her right to here because I need to get these, and I can't pick her up and put her in the same spot. It's not affected that way. So I think instead what I'll do is I'll just remove all green from the board and see how far away we are from getting this done. Look at all of the cascading that happens at the end game. So even though we've got this problem over here in the beginning, the end game becomes easier with all that cascading. So we were left with 5 jelly. Now let's see if I can do this without concentrating on teaching about the frog and just playing for the win. I'm going to try to make the very best moves possible. This move is good because it hits a lot of frosting, plus it drops the orange into position. So we start a bit of a cascade and we're getting through here more quickly. I could do this and that would get me through here quickly. But remember, one of the reasons I want to get through is to make more space. A wrapped candy is going to help me over here. I don't make specials just because they're specials, but I do look for opportunities to make them when they're valuable. I could do this and it would remove this, but I'm hoping to get a blue in here. I want to blow this up. I want to get through here. So I'm going to do this. Took a couple of turns, but look at that. Now we're through here. And we really opened this up. And then look what happens. We've got this beautiful opportunity. Every purple stripe that hits an orange and hits the frog will help to fill her. Well, that was not dramatic, but I can make her into a wrapped candy. And then she blows up and then I get to use her. And I could take her and move her over here, but I think I like an opportunity to make, hopefully, a striped wrapped combo while removing other things. I can use this combo, I can use this combo. Now, when we have the opportunity to make a striped wrapped combo, we have to think about where things are going because we can influence the direction just a bit. I know I could make another stripe here, but it's too tenuous. Everything could fall apart. Or I could like move this so, oh, I could try to get a color bomb, couldn't I? Maybe I'll do that. Well, let me talk a little bit about these guys with the striped wrapped combo. I'll focus on this pair here. These are in the same row, but they're in different columns. A striped wrap takes out a swath of 3. It's going to take out the row it's in, the row above, and the row below. It's also going to take out one column, the column to the left and the column to the right, but we've got 2 different candies as part of this. So if I focus on this green one and I make the green the pivotal color, what I would do is I would push the purple into the green, and doing that would make the swath take out this column, the column to the right, and the column to the left. But if I take the green and I move it over here, it takes out this column, the column to the left, and the column to the right. And then if I change things and put them in the same column, so now I'm looking at striped and wrapped, it'll take out this column, column to the right, column to the left. But I get to determine the row. Do I want to have it take out this row? Then I push the green into the purple, and then it would take out the row below and the row above. Or do I want to bring it up higher? Then I push the purple into the green, making this the pivotal color, taking out this, and then below and above. But I think I am attracted to this opportunity to get a color bomb. So I'm going to play around a bit. That all blew up. I lost that, and I might lose this too. Yeah, everything shifted out of position. So that's the lesson in how volatile this is. When we have a level where it's easy to make specials, it's also easy to accidentally detonate them. But it all worked out for me in the end because, again, we've got this situation where we've opened things up so brilliantly that now we've got these wonderful opportunities to just allow the board to create its own chaos. And that's kind of fun. All right, I think I'll go ahead and move her up here maybe. Look at that, she's filled already. And I could wait and try to put this together with a special, or I could just take out blue or purple and that would concentrate things down. Color bombs beget color bombs and other specials. But I think what I'm going to do is let her hit this. Because when we send something like a stripe, and I love when the frog turns into a striped or a wrapped, when we hit a color bomb with a stripe or a wrapped or something other than moving it directly, it will take out the most prevalent color. And when it does that, it again saturates the board with the remaining 3 colors in this case. And so then color bombs beget color bombs and other specials. It doesn't always work this way, but it often does, especially when we've got a nice big board like this with only 4 colors. If we have 5 colors, it's not as likely to happen. If we've got a lot of restricted space, it's not as likely to happen. So look at this beautiful stuff. I can make another one too, and I've got 9 moves. Why not? So let's take this. Let's make this frog come over here, blow up this area, and take out a color bomb, which is then going to take out the most prevalent color. Look at how beautiful that is. So those licorice locked licorice we can get rid of. It's just 2 layers on top of everything else. And now all I have to do is move her, move this, whatever I want to do. I've got a lot of different opportunities. Let's go ahead and, oops, I meant to do this. My mouse, I think it's filled with like cat hair. I need to clean it out every so often. All right, so that's how I beat this iteration of this level. It has changed so often, but there is a way through here using the frog, using information about how to construct those specials. The more you know, the better you'll do. And the more you play, whether you win or lose, the more you will learn. Even if you don't realize it, you're gaining experience. If you have any questions or comments, please put those below. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.